Hi, my name is Kevin Mack. I'm the head instructor of Krav Maga Nation based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's going to be a tutorial based around a kick that some of you may be familiar with. In the original curriculum, it is in green belt. I know in Darren Levine's Complete Krav Maga is also in green belt. Terminology might be different. I think in the original curriculum it was called regular kick from the rear. It's offensive front kick from the rear to in Darren Levine's book, and that's what I call it in my school. So in yellow belt and in orange belt, we have two different types of kicks. We have offensive front kicks and defensive front kicks. Your offensive front kick, most people know and will commonly refer to as like a groin kick in Krav Maga. It is, we teach this to students as the primary target being the groin. That's your initial target for beginners. So I'm in my forward outlet stance that I mentioned in the stance videos. My hands are up. So I'm projecting, aiming for the kick to the groin, coming forward and attacking. That's why it's called offensive front kick. When I do that, my hip projects my knee forward. When my knee hits the target, my foot snaps. On the street, I'm kicking with the ball of my foot as much as possible. If you're jammed up for some reason, you're kicking with your shin, that's fine. But ideally, we don't like to kick with our shin because this kick allows us to have distance. You know, I can kick and lean my head back slightly, and I'm getting the ball of the foot into the groin and being able to avoid his punches at the same time by leaning back. If you're fighting with progressive attacks, and you know we talk about Retsev, I, for the most part, would like to kind of continue attacking. But sometimes you might just want to disengage. So a lot of you as students may learn to train this kick as kicking and then bringing it back. You should never see a student bring his knee up past the target and then kick like this. So this is not an offensive front kick because that's a weak kick. That's powered by the hinge of the knee. It's nothing. So you're projecting your whole body forward. Your toes should always be above your knee. So you're kicking and bringing it back. You're projecting forward and bringing it back. So when it makes contact at the target, it's not locked out straight. You're standing naturally and then you're kicking. You're tightening up your weapon now. If you tell most students that are standing naturally, you say, are your legs straight? Most people will say yes. But if I was to take my pants off and show you, your legs are never straight standing naturally. There's always a little give at the knee. So your calf kind of bends slightly, and then the knee, and then your quads. So this is standing naturally. So if I was to lock out my leg and bring my knee down and make it perfectly straight, it would hurt me more than it hurts him. So it's when you make contact, your foot, your leg is in a natural standing position. So when you kick and you're attacking, you're being forward. So that whole body is being whipped like you're flinging your shoes off. That's offensive front kick from the front. Defensive front kick from the front is not meant to hurt the person, even if it does. It is meant to create space. Either he is standing there or he's walking into me. For purposes of this video, he's standing there. I don't want him there. My foot comes up the same way as it did before, but now it pushes him forward. It's like a push kick. It can be flat and then extends forward, like your educational defense. So it's the same kick as before until it gets up high and then it pushes forward. So my foot comes up and I'm pushing him forward, hitting him in the midsection. All right? But now the attacker's behind me. Do we have those same two kicks when there's an attacker behind us? Yes. Now he's standing behind me and I'm going to do the defensive kick. It's the same way. It's your basic back kick. So I'm looking around my arm, not over my shoulder. My knee comes up slightly forward, and then it projects the person back, hitting him at the midsection. When these kicks are not expected by pad holders, the effect is much more dramatic. They go flying back, falling down. Try that sometime. Have a student walk towards you with his eyes closed and kick. That person goes flying back. So I can bring my hands up here to protect myself. I'm looking around my arm. My knee comes forward, and then it's coming up, and it's pushing the person back. Now, do we have offensive front kick from the rear as well? If he's holding that for a groin kick, yes. It is what, Darren needs offensive front kick from the back. It is like a seesaw motion. I see where he is, and I'm just bringing my heel up to the target. You do not look around first and then bring your kick up. That tightens everything up. You'll rip yourself. It's like reaching into your back seat and trying to reach something. You're just going to tear apart your muscles if you're not flexible enough. His foot goes up. As it goes up, my head goes forward. Then my hands go up and I look around my arm and I'm bringing my heel up to the groin. Put the pad to the side here. I can either kick him right to the groin, or I can kick to the chin. Depending on your height and your flexibility or what happens. If Jeff pushes me, I can just bring my heel to his chin. When somebody pushes you from behind, they have a false sense of safety. So he pushes me and he continues to come in on me, I kick right to the chin. If he doesn't come into me and he pushes me, I just bring my heel up straight to the groin. It is a very almost obscure kick in Krav Maga, but once you train this, you can actually just catch people with that all the time. It is not hard to do at all. You are not keeping your legs soft. Like we have the uppercut back kick from close range where you just bring your heel up. You are kind of keeping your leg a little bit in its natural straightness, and like I mentioned before, you're not locking your knee out, but you're keeping it solid. Now, don't do the combination. Don't make the mistake. Don't bring that up and then let your knee collapse, because that's what you do here, but from here you do this. If you do that and you combine them, it ends up being soft. It's like punching and then collapsing the punch, so it's not effective. So you're just bringing it up straight in. If you have problems with this, like you're bringing your knee out or you're doing more of a spinning kick, just come to a wall. You bring your leg forward, bring your leg back. All right? What is this? Offensive front kick. What is this? The kick we just mentioned. Get closer, and as you're doing this, block with your forearm, and then if you're actually hitting your knee against the wall, then your knee's coming out. Your knee should be up and your toes should be up. Your knee should be down, your toes should be down. All right? So, right now we're aiming for the groin with your partners. You can do that. You can hold it there. But as I said, the chin is also open. We were training with A.I. Yanilov one time. One of my students was here and pushed A.I. A.I. went off balance, and then just the foot went straight to the chin. Bad enough being knocked out by A.I. Yanilov. It's worse getting almost knocked out with an obscure kick. But A.I. did not allow himself to be trying. He wasn't trying to dictate his fight. He was just taking with whatever. He just took whatever that guy gave him. So the guy's here and he pushes, he's off balance, and you have a weapon. All right? So no matter where you are, if Jeff parries, so if I do this kick and he parries, I'm spinning, I can just do a spinning back fist or a spinning elbow. You know, somebody's here, they push you, and you're off balance, you just turn and kick. If they push you from behind, you're standing naturally, kick to the groin. If he's standing here and he pushes me a little bit farther and he continues to come in, I kick right to the chin. All right? But that seesaw motion should be the head, the foot leads the movement, and then the heel comes up. All right? Flex your foot slightly. That is offensive front kick from behind. So you have offensive front kick from the front, defensive from the front, defensive from behind, offensive from behind. All right? Practice that for a while, and it turns into like your new favorite kick. And it allows you to have offensive and defensive weapons from every direction, whether you're being pushed or you're off balance. That's it. If you have any more questions, feel free to visit our website, KravMagaNation.net, or any questions via Facebook at Krav Maga Nation, or through YouTube, or if you just want to visit our school and take a class, you're more than welcome, no matter what organization you're a member of. Thanks.